Warning, this show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
I'll get the cards, the charts from my generation. I'll take the let's get it on. I'll get the loss, the money. We're in this together and do it all. They said nothing's forever, and they refuse to see the change in me. Why won't they wake up? Welcome to Suplah City.
Join us for Suplah in the Bank, 8 p.m. GMT, 5 p.m. Eastern, I think. Sam, correct me if it's wrong. And we will see you live on youtube.com/the Suplah Podcast. I'm scared of heights, so I'm going to gingerly get down now. That is. Money! Money, 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 money. God, I hate that theme song. Hello, Suplah fans, and welcome to Suplah City. I am Andy Kwan, and with me, as always, is Mr. Money in the Bank. Money, 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 Liam Dunn.
Hello, and welcome, of course, to another live edition of the Suplah. It feels like we've only done one very recently, but that was, of course, with the NXT, the End show. But I realise I'm talking too long, and the running gag is that I never let anyone else be introduced.
And
so
I'm Sam Brooks. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Suplah in the Bank. It's good to see you here today. Today of all days.
To the show. Hello, guys. How's everyone?
Yeah, we're doing good. I'm in a bit of an apathetic state at the moment, purely because there was a New Japan pay-per-view earlier today, and it didn't go how I wanted, so therefore it was terrible.
Explain.
Yes, please explain.
Okay. In the opposite end of the world, we currently have New Japan, where your hottest star is Tetsuya Naito. I've talked about him enough here for you to know who he is, I assume. Basically, he was giving a run with the belt. He was quite hot with it. People were enjoying his antics, where he was literally throwing the belt around and destroying it because he could. And then he dropped it back to the former champion, Okada, at the Dominion event this past couple hours. And
okay, my knowledge of New Japan is quite limited. Is he the man that makes it rain?
That is the Rainmaker, yes. He's basically the new ace of the promotion. He's the guy that they are firmly behind. He's their Roman Reigns, but he can actually wrestle and he can actually cut a promo.
See, that sounds fantastic. A gimmick where you make it rain. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, and he donates the rain to the kids with cancer. Fun fact. That's actually what he does.
You know what he makes it rain?
Yeah.
Money. Because it's money in the bank tonight, which I completely forgot about.
Oh, fuck. Hello.
And
we have Keelan.
A wild Keelan appears.
He's back from the ether. We found him. He's been missing for so long.
I'm here. I just kind of stumbled into this.
Holy mother of Jesus! You scared the shit out of me. So there's
Keelan.
Keelan.
Are we live?
2 hours.
We are live. We are live.
Hello,
right
people.
Now, before we get into Money in the Bank and wrestling talk, Andy, you've had a little bit of an issue with your setup this week for the show. You seem to almost want to throw your computer out the window.
Oh, I can't tell you how stressful it's been trying to get this thing to work. I tried to use Firefox, it crashes. I tried to use Google Chrome, this is Google, and it just doesn't work. So now, please don't hack my computer, but I use Internet Explorer to make this thing work. And
what? That doesn't exist anymore.
It does, and it's the only bloody thing that works. So if you hack my computer, you won't find anything bad like, you know, Asian porn. So the point is that this is not the best setup in the world, and it's taken me like, haha, don't judge me and what I like. So basically, this is the worst setup.
Oh my God.
You're like, no. The thing is, he's like, please don't hack me because I don't want people to know what I'm into, and then I'm just going to mention it live on the internet right now.
What are you doing?
I don't really like Asians, guys. If there's any Asians out there.
It's a work, guys. Shut up, Quan.
No, right. The reason why I bring it up is because a couple of weeks ago we've had a bit of a problem with Andy's setup with his microphone. For some reason, when Andy was recording the show, his audio was just really, really bad. And Andy, in typical Andy fashion, was like, I'm going to throw this out the window. Fuck this computer.
That's my go-to, right?
I had like spare.
Fuck this thing.
I had a spare 10 minutes, right? So I was like, I'm going to help Andy try and figure out what's wrong with his computer. And he was like, right, it's clearly picking up my computer microphone, the one in my laptop. It's not picking up my headset. And I'm like, okay, right. Have you turned your headset on? Yes. No, Andy. Go into the volume control and see if you've turned it on. Ow. So, Andy.
I do not
Say,
sound like that!
Andy.
That is not what I sound like! I don't go, ow, like I'm fucking Gollum or something.
I don't sound like that, but that is definitely something that I've did.
Yes, I'm not denying that the thing I did, but I do not sound like that.
So your issue isn't with the stupidity of you, it's with the stupidity of the impression of you.
Yes, it's a stupid impression!
It's like 80% accurate.
No, it's not even 10% accurate!
You're doing it right now.
I
That's
don't
who
sound
it
like
is.
Gollum who needs to fucking sneeze! That's not a thing! That doesn't exist! Jesus!
Qualum.
It was beautiful. So when it comes to Andy and technology, you can kind of see the level we're at because
No,
he has.
I'm not an idiot. I thought that it was going to work and you know,
You're
go
the
hang on.
worst at self-deprecating. You're like, I'm not an idiot, which means you're an idiot. Just don't even mention the word idiot.
I mean, I'm
Right.
not Chris
Anyway.
Jericho, for God's sake.
Great. Now, actually, that was good because you've turned it back round. Let's talk money in the bank. So, before we start talking about the matches and, of course, our predictions and discussions of the show, don't forget we've got a poll going on. I think it's over there, or it's over there, or it's down here.
there.
It's somewhere. But we've got two polls going on. We've got who you think's going to win the WWE title, Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, and who's going to win out of John Cena and AJ Styles. These are pretty much the two main events of the show. Let us know your thoughts. We're going to be I can't talk. We're going to be keeping an eye on the results of the polls as the show progresses. So let us know what you think. Sam,
I don't even know the card. What's happening? There's ladders and shit.
while you're here, we'll talk about it. Sam, are you on the YouTubes to check the polls and see how everything's going?
Yeah, that is my designated role, and I am happily gonna vote in these polls right now so I can see what they're like.
Is this like a broadcast as well?
It is! I'm glad you mentioned. We're gonna play some improv games as well at some point, maybe.
Yay,
You
my
don't know.
favourite.
Raise the roof.
Yeah,
Raise the
drama
roof.
class.
Yeah. Don't know what I'm doing.
So, with that in mind, we may as well start talking about Money in the Bank. Now, should we go from the start of the show to the main event, or the main event first? And then
Wait,
I think we should talk about what nobody cares about first.
I need to redeem myself here. What
No, you
about a riddle? I want a riddle.
Oh, you want a riddle now?
I want a fucking
No,
riddle.
no. Andy doesn't get a riddle, right?
Why?
This is the first time. No, this is the first time I'm letting him off without without having a riddle, simply because the fact that he didn't turn his microphone on for 2 weeks kind of proves my point alone. So, if you want that to be added to the riddle counter, we can add it, but that alone shows the kind of level of intellect we're at with you.
That's
here.
about 3
Okay?
riddles. It's like
Yeah, it's about 3
Goldberg.
riddles.
Just
bro.
add 10 on for no
Why are
reason.
you saying free
Yeah, yeah.
riddles? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know why I come from Manchester all of a sudden.
Andy is suddenly from Coronation Street.
Northern.
I'm not even
Right.
from fucking up north.
Fucking
Why the fuck?
Norris Kwan.
Yeah, Norris Quan right now.
I'm not
That's what he's
Norris.
What are you doing, mate?
He owns Tut Corner Shop.
Yeah, why? Tut. It's fucking there. How hard is it?
You have no room to talk about grammar. Shut your fucking mouth.
Right. So we may as well talk about the stuff
Wrestling.
that people actually care about with this show. Let's talk Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. WWE title on the line. Who do we think is going to win? What do we think of the card and the story so far? Great start. Fantastic start.
Here's the thing, okay? They had the chance to do it right, and then they just didn't. They just did not do it right whatsoever, and it's more about the fact that, you know, Rollins should be the face and Roman should be the heel. It's not just that, it's more than that. It's the fact that everything that they've done in between Extreme Rules to Money in the Bank has been a fucking snore fest. It's just been so goddamn boring. They had a promo exchange, and then Rollins ran in and out of the ring that one time, and then you had the Ambrose Asylum, and then you had some video packages. It's just... what? There are so
Rollins
many
has
better built
become-
feuds.
Rollins has become Jericho, where everyone wants to cheer him, and then he does these obvious things, and it's like, I'm still not going to boo you, because that was pretty funny. So,
But at the same time, it's like they present all of this overwhelming like propaganda almost to like make him into a face. It's like they had the 24 documentary
Yeah.
the night after he came back, and it's like, how are we meant to boo this man?
And
What is our motivation?
And not only that, like, the fact is that the Roman Reigns experiment is not working. It's
Oh, God.
failing.
I
And
think it's more of an experiment at this point. I think it's just something that's happening. It's not an experiment anymore. It's just a mainstay of a
deal
product.
with it.
it's not working. So what they need to do is turn Seth, but they didn't. And the thing is as well, it's like the main event for the world title is almost secondary to AJ Styles versus John Cena to me. It just feels like the actual world title match just means nothing really in comparison because LOL Roman Reigns wins.
Exactly.
Like, and this is the kind of time of year. Why is Keelan putting on shades? Like this is like the time of
It's a
year.
cool thing to do, Andy.
Obviously, I'm not cool. I'll go find my shades.
I
Yeah,
put sunglasses on because I'm a...
yeah, look at me.
There you go. You're all copying me. That's a nice feeling to have.
I'm wearing the worst shades imaginable for my face. The point is that
You look like if Top Gun was made by children. Like if a school play was like Top Gun and you were the lead role, but you're Derek from Year 9. Like that's what you look like
I'm always Derek from the. Anyway, the point is
from Year 9.
I don't know. All right, I'm short. That was a joke. So the point is that AJ Styles and John Cena seems to be bigger than the actual main event. And it's that time of year where John Cena puts somebody over, like he put over Kevin Owens, he's put over... who did he fight last year?
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. Technically CM Punk.
Technically,
that
that's...
time. So he always puts over that one guy, so I'm hoping AJ wins. But hey, what can you do?
AJ Styles.
But again, the build's been total shit because they're like, oh, this is almost like a WrestleMania. No, it's just filler until you do the brand.
Remember when you booked this match for Night of Champions at one time? How is this like a WrestleMania worthy thing when you've not built it as such and when you've previously put it on Raw like last year? Like, I don't get why they're putting so much hype behind this.
Liam, what do you think?
I don't know. I think you guys have pretty much nailed it on the head for me. Like everything that you've kind of said is something that I agree with. Roman's just a failed experiment, completely and utterly a failed experiment. Seth, with his return, should have been the baby face. Like, okay, you wanna keep Roman as the main guy, but he's failing. Okay, make him a tweener. That means that he can fight both baby faces and heels, and you can have Seth be the baby face. That's fine. That still works. I mean, I don't want to hate on Roman Reigns because Andy does that enough, as well as everybody else. So hating on Roman Reigns is a bit of an easy target at this point. But the fact remains is, we've been given the hand that we've been dealt. He's the champion. He's the main guy. Okay, fair enough. They could be doing more with it. They could be doing something more interesting. The fact that they're just sticking to something that I think is just so predictable. We all know Roman's going to win. And that's, okay, right, whatever, let Roman win, right? Because LOL, Roman wins, right? Whatever. But this could be so much more interesting. Seth should be a babyface. That's pretty much what Andy said and what Sam said. There's not really much else I can argue with.
But the thing is, as well, is that when you look at the actual Money in the Bank match, now there are endless possibilities here. Like, the only way that I would like to see that match ending is not having Seth Rollins win. But before you start going, he wants Roman to win. No. I don't want Roman to win. I want Dean.
Money in the Bank when it insert himself in the match, like
Dean
at WrestleMania.
Ambrose to win. Like, if Dean Ambrose wins, great. Like, here's the but we haven't really talked about the actual Money in the Bank match, which is ironic because that's why this pay-per-view is called Money in the Bank. Per stupid fucking thing.
That's because these two matches are pretty much the main event. Like, they are basically WrestleMania worthy. Let's be honest.
Well, I guess you could argue that the Money in the Bank is actually really high quality this year, and that looks like it could be at WrestleMania as well. But it's only these three, to be honest.
No, I'm not saying that it's not, but it's quite clear the Money in the Bank's not going to close the show. I'm just going from the main event down.
Of course.
So,
You mentioned Dean Ambrose though, but isn't anyone else bored of him by now because they've not pulled the trigger yet, and it's just like he's just a chode in some jeans that's doing nothing.
He's just a chode. He's just a really thick dick. Anyway, the point is that.
No, I agree with that. I actually agree with it. I'm not saying that I hate Ambrose. I'm saying that he's booked to the point where it's like, okay, whatever.
He's got to win tonight then.
Well, you don't know that. It could be any one of the. After last year, where Sheamus won out of nowhere, I expect we'll be shafted again, and Del Rio will get it, right? There's no way of knowing.
No.
Right? There's no way of knowing.
No.
Can I
It's a no from me.
Can I throw a wild card out for the Money in the Bank prediction? Well, it's not a prediction. It's what I would do if I was in this position. Okay, and I don't know if anyone would agree with me. The winner is Chris Jericho. Right now, here, listen. Now listen. Chris Jericho.
You stupid idiot. Listen.
Chris Jericho wins Money in the Bank. Okay. Then he leaves. Say tomorrow on Raw, he leaves, and he goes and tours with Fozzy, and we don't see him for 3-4 months. In fact, the first time that he returns to the company, he cashes in the contract.
No.
Imagine that.
Sure. I like that idea.
I hate that idea.
Andy, shut the fuck up for a second, you stupid idiot. Right. It's not been done before. It's something entirely unique. And, Chris Jericho's in the twilight of his career. I think one more world title reign would be okay for him. And the fact that it's... Shut up, Andy! Oh my god, I can see you rolling your eyes like you're the Undertaker. Just shut up for a second.
I can hear his eyes rolling.
Yeah.
Wait. Who's to say that he would actually be successful at the cash-in? Just
Me. I'm saying that for the sake of this argument.
Okay, go on then.
Purely because, right?
Shot me down.
I get the logic that, he would lose the cash in to make Roman look stronger than he already is, right? But the fact is, I don't know, he could do another world title reign. And it's not like they've interrupted Roman Reigns' title before. When Sheamus had it for those couple of months, it'll be fine. And then Triple H had it for those couple of months. Like, just give it to Jericho for a while.
Okay. Here is my counter to that.
You don't like Jericho.
Not only that, if you want a new era in this business, why put it on the 40-something-year-old guy who needs to just go away. I
But
think
then he
Jericho.
can lose, and then someone else can take it and be like, I beat Jericho. Like AJ should have
That's
been.
not. That's not an accomplishment. That's not an accomplishment. When they've had people like Fandango in the past.
They're bringing
years,
back Stevie
it's
Richards and fucking MVP or something like that.
Look,
According to
at the end of the day, nothing to take away from the other 5 guys in the match. But like Sam said, the Jericho idea, that is something that hasn't been done before. And now, what, 10 years, 11 years after the inception of this match, there's not really much else you can do that is a burst. Like, this probably could be the last thing that's different.
Absolutely.
But no doubt, Andy, because Andy hates everything.
I don't
it's
hate
not,
everything.
it's not that Andy hates everything. It's but the stuff that he does hate, he hates for dumb, stupid reasons.
No, he's old now. He needs to go away.
So
That's a perfectly good reason.
no. Who
Yes, it
cares
is.
if he's fucking old? He's
Right.
fine.
He's still
Okay,
Good.
do you want to hear who I would have win?
I don't
No.
Okay.
fucking. Who would you have win? Just
Zack Ryder.
Styles, AJ Styles, and Samoa Joe, and Finn Balor, or Balor. I
It's
don't
a
give a
new
shit.
era. AJ needs to win even though he's nearly 40.
By the way, none of those people are in the match. You giant bellends. Who I would go for, who I would go for, is Sami Zayn. Okay? Jesus. Why are you doing? Why?
Whoa,
Why?
whoa,
Think-
whoa,
No,
whoa.
no. Let me explain. Right. Let me explain. Think about it this way.
Wait. I love how Andy, his is like, I would have this person win. I won't explain why, just
Right,
believe
no
me.
one will let me because you're all fucking face palming and going, Angie will not explain. Shut up.
Who's Angie?
I don't know. Who the fuck is Angie? Right, so the point is, I would have Sammy win because I think Sammy could be the next Daniel Bryan type guy, and that's what they did with Bryan. They gave him Money in the Bank, and then he got over. He won the title. It's great. Do that. Do those things. Or better
You also
still,
lost
give it
Joe
to Kevin
Tyson
Owens.
in 18 seconds.
What?
Or give it to Kevin
Daniel
Owens.
Bryan.
Isn't there a
Title
mystery
in 8.
entrant?
No. There's no mystery entrant. It's
I'm
just
sure there
6
was
people.
like number 7 was not known.
They started by announcing it would be a 7-man match. They were gonna put Kalisto in it, but then they decided to just not do that, and now it's just 6 guys,
Oh.
which is weird. But anyway, here's the thing about fucking Zayn winning the case. All right, listen to this. All right. Sami Zayn is the squeakiest clean babyface of all time, right? If he won Money in the Bank, he would just announce beforehand when he's gonna cash in, and he would probably lose, and it wouldn't be as exciting as the other Money in the Bank formula
You could
where
get
the
like
heel
Kevin Owens kicking his ass and preventing him from cashing in and things like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was going to say. You could do that, or you could have like, you know how Money in the Bank briefcases can somehow switch like they're a title at times. You
that
could have
one time that happened.
yeah, at one time. You want new things that people don't remember? Do that. You could have like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens just like fucking snap, and Sami just like fucking I'm putting his thing on the line or something. I don't know. And like Kevin Owens
That would
wins.
be a nice callback to his NXT feud with Owens, because that's exactly how he lost his NXT championship the first time.
Yeah, so you could do that, and then Kevin Owens has Money in the Bank, and he wins it off him by like powerbombing him 25 times or something, or I don't know, do something a bit different, and just be like that. Then would add to that rivalry, it would add to that feud, and it would just be eventually Kevin Owens would win the belt. Maybe then you could have Sammy win it fucking at the Rumble because he built him up for a year, and then at WrestleMania have those two. Because if like I stole your Money in the Bank, lol, I'm now champion, lol, and whatever. I just did long-term booking.
No, I mean that's all well and good, right? But here's my issue with it. You want You just said you want Kevin Owens and Zayn to main event WrestleMania, right?
I just said it's an idea.
No, that's no. I'm not just fucking listen to me, right? I'm saying that's a good idea. I just cannot see it happening when you have Roman Reigns there, and when you have people like Rollins there, and you have people who would otherwise be in the main event picture.
But here's what would happen in my fictional world: the Shield would get back together.
Fictional is not the fucking word, but please carry on.
Okay, I would have the Shield. I would have the Shield get back together. That would be a thing. That would happen.
No, why?
Just for like I don't know, a one-time thing against.
You have to explain these thoughts, Andy. You
Okay,
can't just
right.
say them
Well,
and then be
I'm
like,
just
no,
throwing-
don't hate me for it.
I'm throwing ideas out there. I'm just throwing stuff.
I could
at a
see
wall and
Reigns
things.
and Rollins like joining forces, but Ambrose is too good guy.
I mean, but I mean, like, let's say the club become far bigger and stronger and all that kind of thing. Like, they just, like, ramsack Raw. And then it's just like, fuck, we're gonna have to get that together, aren't we? Yeah. And then it just happens, and then at WrestleMania, the Shield kind of beat the club. And then they just go off in their own separate ways after that. I don't know. How do I know?
So you would build up the club only to later destroy them by having
That's
the Shield win.
how factions work. Yes, they have to be stopped. at
Oh
some point.
yeah. Remember when the Nexus stopped? Remember how everyone loved that?
Yeah, but that ended prematurely. I'm talking about like for the rest of the year you could do this.
Oh, so less than a year. They would run
6
Raw.
months. That'd be 9 months. Yeah, long-term booking, 9 months. There you go.
How long were they together to start with? It was like 2 weeks.
What, the club or Nexus?
No, fucking the Shield. They could have
Shield
gone
were
on
together for like
way
2
longer.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's still not long, was it?
This is pretty long. They debuted in like the end of 2012, and they broke up mid 2014. So I don't know. They could have gone on longer, yeah, but I felt like the entire Shield breaking up was a good way to go about it.
Here's something that never needs repeating ever again. Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. Why
Okay,
is this?
let's just talk about this match. Okay. No, it's a good thing about this.
Kind of picking matches at random at this point.
Yeah, let's just fucking do whatever. Who cares? Tranquilo, it's fine. I think that it's good that they're not on the fucking pre-show anymore. Hey, finger guns, that's great, right? Bad thing is,
Nobody
I
cares.
don't care anymore.
If he
That's
just beat him and fucking plowed through him and went on to someone else, fine.
That's how
but
we
now
saw it
it's
in
like,
NXT. Why can't he do
we're
that now?
just gonna... Look, by time this feud's over, Baron Corbin's gonna be bald.
Exactly. Let's examine how this feud's gone, right? Let's just examine this illustrious feud of the year, right? Baron Corbin wins the armbar at WrestleMania.
I
Good.
forgot all about that.
Right. Can't blame you. Next night on Raw, faces Ziggler, double count out, because he's like, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of him. I don't give a fuck. I'm Baron Corbin, herp and derp. Move on to, I think it was Payback. They had a match on the kickoff, which I think Ziggler won. And then at the Extreme Rules kickoff, Corbin beat Ziggler after using a low blow. And then, what was the last pay-per-view? What was the last? The last time they faced was on Raw. Ziggler challenged Corbin to like a wrestling match with like the fucking headgear and shit, and then he put on the headgear and just kicked him in the nuts, and now we're here. I don't care! It's been going on for too long. It's been going on since WrestleMania. That's far too long. No current feud that we have has been going on for this long, right?
It's not
Just-
even a good feud. It's not
No,
like
There's
at
no
least with
substance.
when we were talking about with our last live show with Balor and Joe, like that feud was good.
It had
the match-
things that happened in it other than exchanging wins on the pre-show.
And not
For
only
God's
that,
sake.
their matches were good, so you didn't really mind. I remember, like we were like, "Oh God, we're kind of sick of this," but the matches were good. At least with that, then we didn't mind. But with this, it's like, "Oh God, these matches are not even good. Just make it end."
They're mediocre at best. They're not bad matches. They're just not fun to
Well,
watch.
the thing is, Corbin is supposed to be this badass. Is someone they're introducing and building up as like a monster, big guy. He's supposed to like plow through a succession of people until he gets to someone that's more of a challenge, and then they go from there. But he's had no matches. It's just Ziggler.
He hasn't progressed. He hasn't progressed at all.
He's literally stuck on like day 7 of his My career. Like it's gotten to that point. It's just it's such a shame as well because Baron Corbin evolved so quickly and so satisfactorily in NXT, and now he's just there. He's not doing anything. And
he should have beaten a load of jobbers and then been facing Ziggler now for the first.
That's what you do with people.
So let's just kind of pause here. Let's take a look at the polls on YouTube. 100% of people think Roman Reigns is going to retain the WWE title. Can't say they're wrong there. But the one that kind of surprised me a little bit, 100 people percent. Wow!
And I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, you are.
100% of people say that AJ Styles is going to go over tonight. I thought there'd be a little bit more split. But apparently, according to the polls that we have here on YouTube, that obviously
how many people voted though? Like 2.
Well, maybe.
Were voted. Doesn't tell you how many. But Roman Reigns and AJ Styles both winning with 100% of the votes on the polls of who's going to walk out as the winner tonight's show. That's interesting. Although the Roman Reigns, not so much. We all kind of are expecting that to happen. So, with that, can we restore a little bit of order and not give Andy the reins to the show? So
let's talk about Rusev.
Let's talk about cheese.
Let's talk the WWE Tag Team Championship with my boys, New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks.
WWE Tag Team Champion. My webcam's not working. God damn it.
It's working. That's fine.
It was working. I was hoping it wasn't.
I'm glad I'm wearing sunglasses.
Me too. To shield me from the horrors.
So, of course, we've got the New Day defending against the Club, the Breakfast Club, the Shrapnel Club, the Battle Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, who I seem to be the only one. I really like their theme. I really dig it. Versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus another one of my favorite tag teams, the Vaudevillains. I think this is a pretty stacked match. I'm excited for this one, actually.
I am too. It's anyone's game really, but I can see 2 likely outcomes: the New Day retaining, or Enzo and Cass picking up the victory.
I think the New Day is going to retain because aren't they approaching like a record?
They've beaten the record.
Training already. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Maybe they'll lose then. Fuck them.
No, here's the thing, right? I don't know where I heard this from, but I've heard this.
I don't know whether I've heard this from. I just made it up in my head.
No, I can't. I think it might have been.
schizophrenic.
It might have been. Okay, it might have been Dave. It might have been good old Dave. I can't remember if it was Dave or Brian or both. I don't know which one it was. But they said that the New Day will beat the tag team title record one night before Battleground. So all they need to do is just hold on that belt for that long, which isn't that long now, is it? Like a month? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Battleground is the next pay-per-view.
Right, so once we do Suplah Ground, we'll be like, right, so, or Battle Suplah, or Suplah Battleground, or whatever the fuck we're calling it, they would have broken the record by then. So hell, just lose it then, or wait till SummerSlam. I don't know, but
Slight issue with this, and they've already beaten the record.
I was going to say, didn't you just tell me they beat it?
like I thought they hadn't.
They have
beaten
the
it yet.
longest combined reigns of tag team champions, right? They're at the top of the tables.
Yeah, what Andy's saying is the longest consecutive one reign.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No one remembers that. They've already beaten all of the other guys.
Well, actually, my friend, I think you'll find it was mentioned on Raw this past week that Kendrick and London currently have the record.
That's so random. That just must have been when they didn't give a shit about the titles. We'll just leave on these guys on Velocity or something.
Yes.
That was the time.
lost it on an episode of SmackDown. Anyway, Michael Cole mentioned that it was actually Brian Kendrick and Paul London who had it for the longest. I think they had it for 11 months. They held the WWE Tag Team Championship. Was also in the era where there was 2 tag team titles, one on Raw, one on SmackDown. So they're only counting the SmackDown title, which I think is what, I don't know. I don't understand the title heritage fucking thing. They pick and choose. Like, technically, shouldn't the Women's Championship be a revival of the previous Women's Championship?
Nah.
Which was when, ironically, they were more divas than they are. I
Nah.
don't get it.
Nah.
I'm not talking about the original women's title that, like, Trish and Lita held.
The one fucking Moolah held for 25 years because she had a match.
I mean, and this is kind of like the only thing is that the New Day are the best tag team. So I don't. I think it would hurt them if they lost the belts. But at the same
Why?
time, I don't know, because they go W. I'm not doing it again, right?
It's always been so long that I just forgot they even had the belts.
Right.
It's a catch-22 because it's like, okay, if New Day win, then all these other tag teams they're not on their level. So then, and this was a stupid match to put together. Why did you stick every tag team in one match?
Because
Like-
Teddy Long showed up and just did it.
Stupid. So, like,
I have no problem with this match. I think it's perfectly fine. I think if it is the end of the New Day's reign, it's perfectly acceptable for it to end in a fatal 4-way tag match.
I'd give it
Especially
to
when
the
you have all
club.
these teams.
Just give it to the club and have like the heels and then have Enzo and Cass chase.
Yeah.
To be fair, like Sam said, you could have them drop the belt, but they're not involved with the title, with the pinfall. So then that gives them a reason to belts again.
Yeah. Luke Gallows pins Aiden English. Done. New champions. They do it like that.
fine. But okay, what did New Day do after that then?
The New
You
Day
can
get their
tell-
rematch.
They just gyrate every Monday. It's fine.
Yeah. They don't need the belts.
You can tell what, Liam? What can you tell?
That you get defeated. Because you just kind of go, yeah, but...
I can't fucking do these things. This isn't like a caricature of my life. I do not talk like that, and I don't go.
Caricature.
Whatever.
It's a therapy session. We're just psychoanalyzing him.
All right,
My
boy,
personal-
shut the fuck up.
It's what
You're a fucking.
I'm going-
What?
That's my personal favourite.
The one where I give up, and I'm like,
You're like, I'm going to do this. So anyway,
The point is, there is no point.
Anyway,
do
the
I
point
do a
is, spends 5 minutes thinking up the point to say,
why do I do a
There is-
podcast? I don't know why I do one.
because it's easy to make fun of you and it's entertaining for everybody.
No, there we go. That's how it works.
so we all agree New Day's walking out with the belts.
Nah,
I
No.
do.
Sam,
Enzo and Cass.
Enzo and Cass, Keelan.
I'm going the club.
Oh, he's throwing a curveball there. No one going for the Vaude Villains. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think the Vaude Villains is going to win, or do you agree with one of us? Weirdly, I agree with Andy. I think that's one of the few times on the show that's actually happened.
Well, world's ending.
What is happening?
Moving on from one championship to another, it's the third championship match of the night. The WWE United States Championship. Rusev defends against.
No, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. This is how you do it. Ahoo, 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 hoo, hoo.
He's a fucking demented reindeer.
No, I found out what it is. I found out what he's meant to be doing. Apparently, it's a seal.
Arf.
I thought it was a fucking dog this whole time.
Oh, it was a dog.
Like, seals don't have ears, do they?
No,
Oh,
What does
ears.
that have to do with anything, Andy?
Ahoo, hoo, hoo.
Those are hands.
Seal, no, surely if he was a seal, he'd be like, ahoo, hoo, hoo, hoo. He'd have a fucking ball on his nose. What the fuck?
Tail. The tail. His hands are the tail.
It's on his head!
Oh, fuck.
Ahoo! That's
No.
not what he's doing!
He's being a
He's
dog.
doing it wrong! Fucking
He's being a
idiot!
dog. You idiots. That's why he does the barking motion.
It's a seal. It's a seal.
It's a
You're a
dog.
It's a seal.
You're a seal.
It's a seal.
Oh, if he
It's
wants to
meant
be
to
a
be-
really, if he wants to be
You're
a
meant to
really
be a
good seal, he should start singing "Kiss from a Rose" or something, for fuck's sake.
His theme song, a seal song.
Da da da. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's what he should do.
Surrounded by morons.
Anyway.
Stop trying to drink while you're like cracking up.
So, of course, with it being Father's Day, I have an awful vision that they're just going to have Rusev completely demolish Titus O'Neil. Because, of course, he's Celebrity Father of the Year. So, what better way than just to fucking kill him?
Better yet,
Basically, on
demolish Titus O'Neil in front of his children.
Yep.
And
That's
make
what I
him
thought about
do- Like just
Nah,
start
he'd be
crying.
dead, right? Because, let's be honest, WWE doesn't have a track record in favoring people on their day. Remember when Big E was curb stomped on MLK Day? Remember that shit?
No.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's really bad.
Yeah. MLK Day, fucking Big E, before the New Day, I think, or during the New Day. He was in a match with Rollins. He curb stomped Big E. Fucking whatever, man. Killed Dad of the Year by the Russians. Death by Russian. Fine.
Crush.
But here's devil's advocate for you, ladies and gentlemen. Here's devil's advocate for you. What if they give Titus the belt and then shut up when the brand split comes? He's drafted to one brand, Rusev on the other. Rusev kills the Miz. Whoa, it's like it's perfect almost.
No, I don't see the point in that.
Oh, fuck off.
Because Rusev is a heel, and this is a heel. That doesn't make
Yeah?
sense. You can't
Yes.
at this point in time you can't cheer Rusev. Because
Why?
the storyline is that Rusev gets done for doping because he's Russian. He's not Russian,
Oh, I see what you did there.
but he's Bulgarian.
He's not Russian though, you idiot.
Fuck.
America doesn't know the fucking difference at this point.
See?
Yeah,
There
but
you
we
go.
do.
Hang on, but don't you remember Finley, right? Everyone remembers Finley. He was billed from being from Northern Ireland, and yet they gave him fucking leprechauns and four-leaf clovers. That's not Northern Ireland. That's the Republic of Ireland, which is a different
He was a
country.
member of the IRA.
Ah. But wait. So just because you're in Northern Ireland doesn't mean that you have shamrocks. Is that what you literally just said?
We have shamrocks, but we're not fucking affiliated with them.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the thing with I swear it's just the whole of Ireland is affiliated with shamrocks and leprechauns.
What are you, American?
I don't
God,
fucking know.
Andy.
No, I thought. I mean, I am partly Irish, but I thought that was. Just
Oh,
a
are
collective-
you? I had no idea
They're
other than the
just
fact that you keep mentioning it
symbols.
every goddamn week.
You know what? With the way that you act, honestly, I think you're Vince McMahon's long-lost grandson.
He's
I
the
thought
little
the whole
bastard.
like that.
Have
Yeah,
some
right.
fun,
Grandson.
damn it!
Grandson,
Yeah,
so
there's
Shane.
all-
Shane
Horn
birthed him.
It's not like there was a fucking war between Ireland and Northern Ireland, and they just stopped because they're like, we both have leprechauns. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Toy.
Toy
That's how
toy. We
the
may
fucking
have
war
different political views, but we're actually the same people, according to America. Let's just appease them.
And that's how the Good Friday. And that's how the Good Friday Agreement happened.
Oh, I remember 1916 like I was just there. Anyone got any potatoes?
Oh, God.
Let's listen to the cranberry.
I think that's a fucking touchy subject, the fucking potato famine of the 1800s. Andy won't joke about it.
Oh, too soon. Too soon.
I wrote my dissertation on part of the fucking. Doesn't matter.
So?
Hang on, wait. Andy,
Potatoes.
you're the kind of person that if you saw a black man and someone asked you to describe what he looked like, you would do anything to not mention that they're black, even though that is a
He's this
physical
really,
character.
really tall guy. He's got this like really big penis, and he's
How the fuck would I know that?
You would.
but there's no
let's put this to a
particular
test.
shade of skin.
Let's put this to the test.
No,
Andy.
not live!
Andy. No,
Yeah.
fucking shut up and describe to me what Idris Elba looks like.
He's a very tall guy.
Oh?
He's got like... Fuck off, Liam! He's
He's got
like-
short, curly, tight hair.
Yeah, he's got short...
How big's his
curly,
penis,
tight
Andy?
hair. I don't know how big his dick is, do I?
That's
He
Batista.
has a very deep voice. He could be the next James Bond.
What does he look like?
He's very tall. He...
What colour's his skin?
he's black. There you go. Happy now?
Right. Why does that make you so uncomfortable?
I don't! I'm not
It's who
uncomfortable.
he is. It's what he is as a person.
Yeah, you do know saying that he's black is not racist.
Just I know that.
You do
I'm not
know
retarded. I'm not stupid. I understand. Oh, I'm white.
I
Honestly,
don't want to
I-
summon the Panthers.
Honestly, right? It's going to get to a point for Andy where he can't even say what gender someone is, in case they might be transgender and he offends them.
So he's Tumblr.
He's going to become Tumblr.
I'm not going to become Tumblr. It's not a thing that I'm going to become.
How did we get on to this?
Right.
Let's talk about Rusev vs O'Neil for a second.
Please, God.
You were talking about how it would be stupid if
What does
Rusev
Titus
winning.
O'Neil look like? What does Titus O'Neil look like?
Tell us what he looks like.
He's tall. He thinks he's a seal.
Always, but they're tall. It's
Well,
always
Titus
that they're
O'Neil is
tall.
fucking tall.
He has all.
He
he
has
has
tall.
tall.
That's a characteristic he has.
Yes, but why is that always the first thing that you mention about them?
No. Because I'm fucking short. I don't know.
Everyone to him
Everyone's
is tall.
I'm short. He's tall. Done.
Anyway,
Right.
I want to talk about my idea a bit more. You said that it would be stupid if Rusev rather would go and kill the Miz because they're both heels. Why would that be stupid? Why wouldn't we be able to cheer Rusev? What's the problem with that?
I think Rusev is at his probably one of his best periods right now as a heel. So to suddenly turn him face would be stupid.
Well, you don't have to necessarily change anything that he does. He could just have different targets. He could be like Lesnar. His alignment is based on who he's feuding with.
Rusev is.
Or better
But-
yet, have Miz as the face of the feud.
You can't have Miz as a face.
Well then, why not?
Because Miz is the kind of guy that's just. He just sucks. He's just a
Maurice is a
dickhead.
face. She just has to stand there and say champion, and I'm
Hmm.
like, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Anyway, no, I think it's fine because you know you have. It works either way. You can have Miz as the heel, like the fucking egocentric, everybody hates him, the Liam heel, right? And then you can have Rusev be the guy that just comes in and kills him, and everyone likes him because he just killed every guy everyone hates for the IC title, right? Conversely, you could easily have Miz be the face opposing the foreigners, which is what America is notorious for doing.
I still think they'd boo Miz. No one wants the Miz being like a patriot.
So then, by all accounts, it would be Rusev as a face. You would cheer him just to oppose the Miz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works. But that's just a hypothetical situation. If Titus O'Neil, of all people, won the fucking United States Championship,
What happened to Titus O'Neil's stomach?
what
It's
happened
like
to
he's had
Titus
a
O'Neil?
hernia.
What happened to Titus O'Neil's friend, Darren Young? Why have primetime players not a thing anymore?
They're making him great again.
Again? Wow.
With
How are you
Bob
going to do
Backlund.
that? Put him with Bob Backlund. They're not even in the same room.
It's probably because it would be very awkward to try and film it. Because
It's
he's so
awkward
crazy anyway.
It's pretty awkward anyway. So what, you just put them each in a box, just about a couple thousand miles away from each other, and just film the vignettes that way? It's weird.
I guarantee they've already filmed them and it's just Darren Young like reacting to them live. But you haven't seen them.
I'm gonna
Live.
bet that this goes nowhere.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I like that they give the undercard a bit of depth, but it's like, to what end? Darren Young comes back. We see this all the time. They have vignettes that build people up, then the person comes back, they beat a couple of jobbers, and they either get into a boring feud, or they just keep doing that and everybody forgets them. See The Shining Stars.
Who?
Right?
Primo and Carlitico.
Epico.
Did you just say Carlitico? That's
Yeah.
not a person.
I think that's a soft drink from the Caribbean. But...
Okay,
Anyway.
we'll move on to the Divas title. No,
Oh, no.
what?
No.
Misogynist! You're
Hang on.
going to hell.
Oh, I fucked up. We'll move on to the women's title.
No!
What?
Not yet. We need to fucking give our opinions on Rusev versus O'Neil, because we haven't done that yet.
Okay, go!
Give
Rusev's gonna
O'Neil a run with something.
But why? At the expense of Rusev? Is it really worth it?
I wish they'd turn him heel, actually, and he's just like some badass angry guy who's like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
What was the name of that really angry black guy? What was... Turn him into Rage. Just turn him into Rage.
Ahmed
Angry
Johnson?
black guy. Or Ahmed Johnson, without the coke, you know. And with the promo cutting ability.
Without the fat biceps that have
Yeah.
to be shaped by straps.
Yeah, and the man tits that just keep moving independent of Ahmed.
Without Goldust molesting.
Right. But anyway, yeah. O'Neil is a good heel, but they've done the thing where they've turned him into a face by saying, look, he's Dad of the Year. Oh, he's murdering people. Oh, what a father. I'm jealous
He
of
hugs
his job.
people, and he shouldn't do.
Yeah. But anyway, I think Rusev will win. I think
Yeah.
I think it's all part of like the punishment of Titus O'Neil, because he got suspended for that thing. He came back. They build him up to fight Rusev, and then Rusev murders him in front of his children on Father's Day. It just seems too perfect and too much like Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that is a punishment. There you go.
Right.
Done.
Liam?
I think Rusev's going to win. I think the thing for me as well is that I feel like there's been no build for this, this feud. It's just Rusev kind of just destroyed Kalisto, and then Titus returned and came out and was like, "Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo," and that was kind of where it led to. What we
I
have.
feel like they hate each other so much for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. There's no real, there was no natural reason for this to have started. Like, even the AJ Styles John Cena, you understand why that feud would start. Even if it was real, you'd understand why that feud would start. I don't really get, I saw it start, and I don't understand why. Titus just came out and just stared at Rusev. And
Here's
now
the
he's got a
thing.
title.
According to the Wikipedia, because that's where I get all of my sources from, ladies and gentlemen, it says Titus O'Neil came out to help Kalisto when Rusev refused to break the accolade. This we know. However, the following Raw, after beating Ryder for no reason, Rusev started to declare himself as a true American hero, so O'Neil came out and punched him. Sure, why not? They announced the match, and then Titus O'Neil, on the latest episode of Raw, came out for his match, but then Rusev nearly killed him.
You know what? I want to see these 30 writers sitting in a room, and then someone goes, "Oh, what have we got for Titus O'Neil and Rusev?" "Oh, yeah, I kind of don't like it, your patriotism."
I like that.
Blah.
It's a good idea. Put that on paper.
That's what Vince says to the guy who was like,
I think it would have made more sense for Titus to be like, why don't you pick on someone your own size, you Bulgarian prick? And
he
that would have
says to the smaller man.
why don't you pick on someone bigger than you, dickhead? And then there you go, there's your feud. That would have
Hey,
made more sense.
David, meet Goliath.
David, meet Seal. Who? Or dog. Whatever the fuck he is. Cat.
Dog.
Catman. Whatever the fuck his name is.
They are
Right.
the dogs of the sea.
Exactly.
Thanks, Keelan. Fucking quote that.
Oh, beautiful. Right, next match.
Alright, women's.
Well, it's not for the title. Andy's getting it wrong. He goes, it's for the women's championship.
Wait, it's not
It's
for the
not.
belt.
No,
It
it's
is
a
in
tag
fact
team
a
match.
tag match between Team Flair and Team Natalia and Becky Lynch.
What the fuck is it not for the title?
Here's a fun fact for everybody. They were one pay-per-view away from setting a new record in the amount of straight defenses on pay-per-view, but they broke it for this.
I bet they did it on purpose. They did this on purpose because they didn't
Probably.
want that to happen.
Probably. They thought, hang on, we can't be too kind to the women. Tag match.
We want Sasha. Oh no, we don't. We forgot who she is.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Sasha is like one of the most protected women on the roster right now. So she's fine. But, okay, let's analyze this. Charlotte and Dana, new two-woman power trip. You got Flair Jr. and Big Mama Pump, right? These two make a team because Emma is injured. And you gotta put Dana with somebody. Might as well put her with a champion. That's... I
Send
can
her back to
understand that.
NXT.
Don't do that, she's actually fine.
No, she's not. She's great.
Natalia
She's
and
shit.
Becky, I'm going to fucking kill you! Natalia and Becky Lynch, why? I mean, I get they're friends. If you follow social media, you see them in each other's selfies all the time, but like, why? Why? Why them two, specifically? They had nothing to do? Put them in a tag match. Because you can. Because you're able to. What is the point anymore? Someone tell me what the point is.
We
There is
can't.
no point.
That's why we were all silent.
Tits.
Ah,
The point is,
it's an S.
mentality. The point is, WWE's mentality is that tag team wrestling is not a thing in of itself anymore. A tag team match is when you've got more than two people feuding and it's an easy way out. It's like, oh, well, we've done Charlotte versus Natalia and we've done Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. Let's just throw Dana Brooke in there because she's just come up and make it a tag team match. Holla, 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 player. Like, that's kind of their mentality. If you notice, when there's nothing for people to do, look at Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Those two were doing nothing. Well, let's put them in a tag team. Holla, holla, holla. Like, Golden Truth, Goldust and R-Truth. They're not doing anything. Tag team match. Holla, holla, holla. Like, that is their mentality. There's not... These teams are not actual teams. They're single characters who just get forced together because there's nothing to do. And that's what's going on here. It doesn't
play devil's advocate.
and Becky
Play
Lynch
devil's advocate.
friends in real life. The fact of the matter is, there's been no prerequisite that they're a tag team. None
They
whatsoever.
don't really have enough women on the roster. They should just bring back, like, I don't know, Ivory or someone. Just a job.
No, you can't do that. It's a new era, says Andy.
Anyone who's over 3 can't be in it. This is the new era.
Debut a new roster entirely made of the Performance Center.
Yes. No, that's not what I was going to say. No, the point,
Hey,
the thing, no.
To play devil's advocate here with the lame argument of they're just individuals in a tag team. Golden Truth versus Fabrice has been a very entertaining storyline, and it gives depth.
No.
Did you just say
Suck my
Febreze?
fucking dick, you pixie. Anyway, it's been a good.
Holy fuck.
It's been a good feud. It's given the undercard depth. For fuck's sake, I know people don't care about the competitors because they are who they are, but it's been fine. I've been entertained by it. It's given me something else. It's not just the same 5 matches all the time. It's not just the main event. The undercard has depth. I like it that way. Keep it that way.
I disagree.
Oh,
But,
do
yeah.
you? I couldn't tell. Why?
Because it's shit. They're the worst teams in history.
Oh,
it's
come
like it's
on.
literally what Liam just said, right? They had nothing to do, so they put them in a fucking tag team.
Hey, Andy.
That proves Liam's point.
Hey, Andy.
It's crap.
Hey, Andy. Hey, Andy.
What?
Have you seen any of this build?
Also, why is Tyler Breeze and Fandango
Have-
not called
Have
Breeze?
you
Answer the question,
have you,
Mr. Kwan.
have you watched any of the segments?
I watched one and I did not like it. And
Fuck
that's
off.
what happens. If I don't like it, I don't watch it. The end.
Fucking stubborn as a mule. But
I'm
anyway.
not stubborn as a gum mule.
I'm not.
No, why? Okay.
I'm not a pet coon, damn it.
Ah! So, what's next?
No, not what's next. Women's match.
Women's match,
I get the
okay.
point. They just threw it together because there was nothing they could do. Whatever. There was plenty of things they could have done. Whatever. One is we're here now. Charlotte and Dana gonna win.
Yeah. I'm sick of Charlotte as champion. Please make it stop. Thank you. Cheers.
Keelan?
Keelan? Liam?
I don't care.
But that's the thing. Like, nobody cares because Charlotte is still champion. Nothing has really changed. Like, I know I said Divas title, but here's why I got confused. Even
'Cause you're
though it's a completely new title, has completely new like lineage, and someone is hoovering outside, even though it has its own lineage and everything else, right? The fact is that she has still been a champion forever, and it's the most boring thing now. Just change the belt. I know that she's only had it for 2 months. Fine, whatever, but really, she's had a belt for longer than that. So, to freshen it up, please change it.
Well, sure, but at the same time, you complain when they hot potato the belt around, so
I'm
there's no
not-
winning there.
I'm saying that this reign has come to a natural conclusion, and they're just forcing this to continue. I don't know why they're not pulling the plug on it. There's the time playing hot potato, right, with the belt is not a good idea. When WCW in 2000 had 25 title changes in 1 year
No,
with their World Cup.
It wasn't 25.
Yeah, no, I'm counting vacancies. That's 25. Go back, look, there's 25. From like one person
I'm gonna
vacant,
fact
one
check.
person. Go back and fact check. It's 25.
2000?
WCW 25. If you do that, that's stupid. But when reigns need to naturally come to a close and come to an end, do that. But they're not doing it. Instead, tag match, holla holla, just to fucking prolong it a bit longer. I don't know why. Just do something. Give it to Becky Lynch or something. I don't know. Just do something else. Anything, please.
Holy fuck, there were 25.
There you go. I'm the man with all the knowledge. I've got all those knowledges. I've got the skills and.
Who told you this stat? What
I
other
read it
podcasts
online.
did you listen to and take
Yeah,
it?
really.
Shut up. So
Wow,
what it
great.
is- But
But no, here's a fun fact about this match. Brian Alvarez has said himself there's gonna be a surprise in this match. What does that mean, Brian?
Hi, Velvet Sky's going to debut.
What?
No. It
What?
wasn't me then.
What did you say? We
Yeah.
didn't hear you.
I said Velvet Sky's going to debut.
Oh, what? Why?
No,
She's
stop.
not even signed a contract.
No, she hasn't, but Bubba's there. She was at the Hall of Fame. She's not at TNA. That's my only.
Oh, I just had an idea. I just had the greatest idea ever.
Oh, what, indeed?
Shut up. No, Bailey.
Why?
Because she's not. I haven't seen the latest NXT, so I don't know what she's doing. But like, she's not doing a lot. Fuck it.
But why this match?
Mm. But I,
Yeah,
the match
fucking,
could,
there
the
you
match
go.
could, the match could have finished.
Guys,
and
why
then
don't we
Bailey.
bring back
Shut
Ivory? Why?
Is
I
Mae Young
don't
still
know.
alive? Or did
No,
she die?
she's
No.
dead.
She is dead, Keelan. So,
I
but
thought
what
that
I'm
was
saying is-
Moolah.
That
She's
was
also
also Moolah. Guys, which women are alive still? Can we just fact check this as well?
So, but my point is, like, they could do the tag match, and then, like, I don't know, Bailey could run in for the save, like, Dana. I don't know. They need. Keelan said they need more women.
So you're complaining that individual personalities thrown together is already bad.
No.
Why not add in another?
What if it's Nikki Bella coming back
She's
with her
not-
new finishing move?
She's not ready, is she?
The net breaker.
John Cena's never ready, but he somehow gets ready.
John Cena should come back.
Maybe she had some of his roids.
The what?
Ooh. Ooh.
Roids.
Roids, Andy. Roids. Steroids. Stairs.
Yes, I know what steroids are. You
The
fucking.
juice.
Why do you
The
think I'm
gas.
confused about the concept of taking steroids? I've never
The
taken.
petrol.
What?
The fuel.
The Jack.
The jack.
That's not a thing. You've just made that up.
The Jack
You know what?
Daniels of the muscle.
The
Hopefully-
Test.
Hopefully, by the end of the night, the Jack will be on Urban Dictionary if it's not there already. The
Everything's
Jack
there,
to
even if
inject
it's not even
steroids
real.
into your ass.
Why arse? You can put it anywhere, and you chose arse.
Because it's Andy.
Nice one, Andy.
that's where it gets injected.
What he does.
That's not what I do. That's
He's
not
awesome.
another characteristic that I do.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck off.
Priorities.
Alright.
Have we done all the matches on this show?
No, Charlotte Dana. I think they're going to win, but nobody else cares. Let's move on to another match nobody seems to know exists. Apollo Crews versus Sheamus.
Da 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 da. Smile, Bobby Lashley, but I can flip.
I can do lots of flips, but it's a shame I have no personality. And I'm not booked to have one. What the fuck? Okay, I want Apollo Crews to win, and I actually want him to have to have a personality.
And he's going to get that by beating Sheamus.
Um,
No.
Let's
Did he-
examine this feud, okay?
okay.
Sami Zayn vs. Sheamus. Winner goes to Money in the Bank. Sami wins. Sheamus attacks Apollo Crews backstage because he can. Right?
Great.
Telling Crews that he's sick of the new era and that nobody should replace him, the largest man in the world, Sheamus. And then Crews lost his Money in the Bank qualifier against Jericho, blaming Sheamus for some reason, even though he botched in the match, but that's beside the point. Then, Teenage Mutant Ninja Aliens came out, the movie that Sheamus is in, and Sheamus bragged to the jobbers about it, and how he's an A-lister. So then Apollo Crews took issue with this, and pushed him into a number of cardboard boxes. And then Big Show showed up and was like, "Hey man, I gotta do." And then Apollo was like, "Yeah man, thank you, I'm gonna do that." And now they have a match.
Brilliant.
Big Show
So
gonna
what
turn heel.
That's what happened. But yeah, Crews, please don't make this another Corbin Ziggler.
Yeah, I think the match could be good because they're both kind of like got similar.
They're
not
both
similar,
large men.
They
Similar
can both
brawling kind of
punch
stuff.
each other harder than they should because it's not supposed to be real, but they'll do it anyway.
Yeah, it'd be like a Haas kind of match where they just like beat the shit out of each other. But like
Haas.
Haas match. Is that
Charlie
Charlie
Haas
Haas.
Haas, whatever the fuck, I don't know.
Hoss.
Hoss.
Can you talk?
Horse.
Haas.
It's
Is
a
that what?
horse.
Have I been saying it wrong all these years and no one's told
Hoss.
me?
Hoss.
Oh my god! I thought it was HASS this whole time.
Charlie Haas.
Charlie, whatever. So the point is, it'll be a
No,
Haas.
Charlie Haas. They're wrong. It's Haas.
Oh, the term for like when they actually beat the shit out of each
Oh my god! We have a
What?
comment from Antonio.
On.
We have a comment from Antonio who says, "Andy, you are such a size queen."
What does that mean?
That's a new hashtag, Andy Size Queen.
I don't know what that means.
It means
Good.
you've never
You don't know
come
what
across
90%
one.
of things mean. Right. Exactly.
I don't get it. What's
Nah, I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm naive.
Whatever. Is your criticisms of Apollo Crews are entirely valid. And that's all I have to say about Apollo Crews. He's boring. Give me something other than squeaky clean good guy.
At least when Xavier Woods was Consequences Creed, he was a bit flashy. But Apollo Crews is like, I'm wearing Speedos, that's it.
like his gimmick is I'm just happy to be here.
Who
No.
isn't?
Like
Is
that's
anyone miserable to be there? If anyone's miserable to be there, you're either named Cody Rhodes or Damian Sandow, and
This
they're both
is-
gone.
That's part of WWE's problem, though, isn't it? They don't have, like, a face is just a smiley, boring person, and a bad guy is someone everyone wants to cheer.
not good. But yeah,
Unless written characters and
I-
booked properly.
I want Apollo Crews to win, but it's just I wouldn't be
At
surprised.
this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sheamus needs to continue his streak at Money in the Bank.
I wouldn't be surprised if like Sheamus is like I'm gonna beat the shit out of the New Era guys gimmick.
I feel like Sheamus has too much, like, backstage kind of stroke that he's just going to win.
So
'Cause
that's
who
why
wanted-
he,
who wanted
was on,
him
he
as-
was on the pre-show with this match.
He wanted
but
him as
didn't
the
give up.
champion when he won that time, but he just did anyway.
Well, that was out of necessity.
Eh.
It was, because Rollins got hurt, and then you had to give a big bad guy for Roman Reigns to overcome. Put it Sheamus. That's literally what the plan was going to be the whole time.
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
Boring.
Jeez.
He's not boring in every
And
circumstance.
half of his height is in his boots. He's
Maybe
not
that's
and
even
his
true.
tall.
mohawk.
So he's still good in the ring. I still like Sheamus as a competitor. I think he's fine.
I
but
would
he
rather
isn't-
Hardcore Holly was in this place.
Why? What? Who?
Because he's a
When?
who likes to fight, but at
Yeah,
least
but basically Sheamus is modern day Hardcore Holly now, really, isn't he? Like he pretty much
What
like
is-
not in a likable way.
yeah, like he's not likable at all. He's just a guy that they just put in there.
I'm sorry, was Hardcore Holly likable?
No, I'm saying they're
Yeah,
both
no.
unlikable.
How do you like me now? We don't.
No, because he was just like a badass. But Sheamus is a goof badass.
I don't know. It's kind of like you just stick him in there with Sheamus because Sheamus is like that kind of guy that can brawl. I don't know. Fuck, it's a shit comparison. Let's just move on.
Yeah. Liam, what do you reckon?
See, it's so hard. Say anything about this. Sheamus is shit. Apollo Crews is shit. The end.
I actually prefer Sheamus over the two of them, only because I feel like I know what Sheamus is about. Whether I like him or not, I actually kind of get where he comes from.
You're being
what he
Irish
does.
bias, aren't you?
Yes.
No, I understand his motivation. Apollo Crews is he's happy. He's always happy. You could smack him round the head with a fucking...
They
Matt
should do a
Hardy style.
storyline where like the heel's goal is to make him unhappy, and he's like, cry, damn it. And he's like,
No,
You
that's
mean
not
like
happening.
what? You mean like what John Cena and Kane did?
They did that. It was called Embrace the Hate, and it didn't work. Embrace the hate, John.
I'm gonna make you sad, I promise.
Cena sucks.
He's not a ghost.
That is what he sounded like.
Cena.
Sucks. Cena. Fuck off, Kane.
We got a comment from Ghost Rider vs. Punisher who says, "Hey guys, a little late in turning out. What have I missed? Hi, Keelan."
That's what you've
Hello.
missed, Keelan.
There you go. You've missed Keelan being here. We found him. He's safe now. But anyway,
He's alive.
well, we've run through most of the card at this point. We're just going through the matches that clearly nobody gives a shit about. So let's move on to the other one that we've somehow not really talked about much. Money in the Bank ladder match.
Dean Ambrose. Go for it. He's my
Yeah.
vote. He's my man. He's my man, Dean Ambrose for the
Can
win.
you go through the participants, because I don't know them all.
Yes. So, the participants are as follows. Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Alberto Del Rio, Sami Zayn, X-Pac,
What?
Stevie Richards,
No, he's lying.
Kevin Nash, the Blue
Barry
Meanie,
Horowitz.
Chris Benoit.
Dragon,
Yes! He's my man! He's my man!
And also the greatest wrestler of all time, Horse.
and also Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose. I think it... Woo,
It can literally be anybody.
Exactly, right? Fucking last year, we were shafted for Sheamus. Nobody thought Sheamus would win. People thought Kofi Kingston would win more than they thought Sheamus would win. Only one guy thought Sheamus would win, and it's the Vape Nation guy, right? Because Sheamus vapes. So he thought he would win. And he
What?
did. Because he vapes.
I think I missed something.
Vape
Does he
Nation.
vape?
Anyway. No! Anyway, that's the point. It was a joke. It was a joke, guys. Nobody thought Sheamus would win. And he did.
Wait,
I don't
he
get the joke.
Del Rio could win. Cesaro could win. Who do we not want to win more than anybody?
Del
Del
Rio.
Rio.
Fuck off.
They should just put Paige as his valet and just have them make out and annoy people.
Alright, okay. Here's the problem I have with this. I swear to fuck that he's married. Isn't he married?
Have you seen the divorce rates in the Western world? I don't think
Have
it
you
matters.
seen the divorce papers?
Not anymore. Is he married? If that's fucking true.
I swear to God he's married and has a kid and
Maybe
shit.
it
I've not
only
seen
counts-
anything about him getting a divorce.
Maybe it only counts in Mexico.
Polygamy?
That's where all the Mormons went,
Mexico?
because marriage is weird there.
I don't know if polygamy is legal.
Are you comparing Utah to Mexico?
That's where Mitt Romney's family went, because they were retards and they came back and wanted to be president.
Wikipedia says that he's married and dating Paige. Whoa.
Maybe it's like an open marriage. They got bored, now they're going swinging.
So what's the wife doing?
Watching?
Weird. Anyway. This is besides the point. His love life has nothing to do with the Money in the Bank ladder match.
I feel like it'd make it more interesting if it was.
The winner gets the new Paige, relationship. That's like a prize you can win, a
Can
relationship
I
with Paige.
insert myself in this Money in the Bank ladder match then?
You've not inserted yourself into anything for a while now, Andy.
Wow! Oh my god.
Bro, that's it. It's over. So
Alright, that's it. Everyone go home. This has been the Suplah. Goodbye.
See you later, I'm going. Bye!
done. That
See,
was
Sam,
anyway.
that's called a fucking joke.
that was a fucking killer one.
No,
Holy
actually, no,
shit.
I got Andy celebrating his own humiliation.
Yeah, really.
Because if I don't, I'll
Oh.
fucking start crying! So anyway, let's
You know what?
Oh.
Just take that being one of those fucking awards moments.
done.
Oh, if only
dun,
you
dun,
worked
dun.
it out, the tape go.
If
Dun,
only,
dun,
right?
dun, dun,
We just need that black guy meme that Brendan posts a lot.
Do you mean where it's like a group of people and they're like, ah, oh my
Yeah,
god.
exactly.
Super hot fire. We need that, yeah.
Yeah, if you say so.
But anyway, Money in the Bank. Let's just analyze. Let's just analyze what could happen if either man won. Okay.
Nothing is going to be what Sam just said. There's no point keep
No.
going. May as well end this now.
I mean, we're not going to end it now.
I'm not
'cause
gonna
we have
lie.
more things to do.
Sam should climb the ladder, just get a microphone and go, and just say that, and do that thing he just did. And
Wait,
why
no,
can't
he
I
shouldn't.
come
no one would understand it. No one would understand what he just did. Just some random guy.
No. Let me pantomime this for you.
Yeah, there
I'm
you
in.
go.
I get into the ring. I climb the ladder with a mic
Why
in my back
whenever you
pocket
laugh, are you drinking?
because he's uneducated.
I
But
know,
anyway,
please send help. I've got heartburn.
I
Fuck.
climb the ladder with a mic in my back pocket. Reach the top. Everyone's down. I grab a mic. Hi everybody. I have a friend named Andy. He hasn't had sex in over 1,125 days. This joke is at his expense. Hey Andy, you've not had sex for a long time. Boom. Mic drop.
And then you get tackled by everyone.
Yeah. And then the security tackles the ladder and I die. That's the end of my life. That's the end of my story.
It's worth
Worth
it. It's
it.
worth it.
Worth it. Even he agrees. And he's
Better than-
the butt of
That would be a better advertisement than Tinder. Okay, let's face facts for 5 seconds.
this. You would attract a lot of wrestling fans.
There we go. See, job done. See.
But anyway, let's analyze what would happen if either of these guys won the case. Kevin Owens. That'd be cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that. For me, that's the thing that makes the only person that makes the most sense.
Is he still the IC champion?
No.
Who's the IC champion?
Me.
Miz.
The biz.
Oh, my brain's
Owens hasn't been champion since January.
I haven't been alive since January.
You've literally been missing this whole time. But anyway, Owens would be cool. Cesaro. You might want to give him a personality first.
Cesaro's in Ambrose's position where it's like, is it gonna ever happen? Probably not.
No, it's a shame. Del Rio. Oh God, no. I don't even want to think about it, to be honest.
No.
It's just not a thing that's nice to think about.
Next
Sami
person.
Zayn. Sami Zayn would have a Daniel Bryan reign, and I think it would be fine, but it's not the best case scenario out of all these.
You just made this match very pessimistic.
We
Yeah, like
have,
Ambrose.
Ambrose is the best choice here, because you have the main event has his 2 former Shield members. You might as well put him in there as well. Make it the triple threat everyone's been clamoring for years. Just do that.
They are building this as like it's almost a second WrestleMania, and like myself including, like, please do the triple threat at WrestleMania one year. All right, if you want to build this as the second WrestleMania, then fucking do this.
Surprise! Triple threat at Battleground.
And then have Dean Ambrose fucking win. Win!
Yeah, really. But anyway. And then Jericho. Jericho, I think, would be fine. It wouldn't be doom and gloom as everyone else thinks. I think Liam actually had a good idea with this. He goes on tours with Fozzy. If he still does Fozzy. Pretty sure he does. Then he comes back and he wins on whoever. Give him one last run. Stop saying no!
I don't want Jericho to have another run.
I don't care
Don't want
what
it.
you want.
No.
Andy, the wrestling industry does not revolve around what Andy Kwan wants, right?
If it did, it would be so predictable.
I know it. How would it be predictable? In what way?
Oh, I think these
just
people
look at,
should win all the time.
You just look at Reddit, and then you could
Yeah.
I
tell
want
what's gonna happen.
champ booking, but I don't want someone to hold a championship for more than 3 days.
That's not
That
what
was
I
cool.
said.
They should do more house show title changes.
That's another thing that I said. When have I ever said that?
Just now.
You should do more
No.
house show title changes so I can complain about not seeing it.
They should have an off season.
Have I ever said these things? I feel like I've never said any of these things.
It's a fight in a 8-sided cage.
I've never said that. I've never said those things.
Let's just watch UFC, guys.
Hang on.
Bring back War Games.
You're the person who did say that the Vaudevillains was, quote, too gimmicky for wrestling.
Not even that, but they weren't a main event tag team.
Yeah.
What does that mean, Andy?
I think the Vaudevillains fucking suck, but
Yes!
What?
That was on my fucking side! Please explain why, Keelan.
Keelan, Explain.
Because why the fuck is the camera going funny and going back in time when that's not real? And why is he dressed like Kermit the Frog?
It's not real. Is it not real? I have no idea.
Reason that it happened with the NWO. It's the same fucking effect. It's the same motherfucking.
No, because the NWO were taking over the show. That's the fucking point. Not we're going back to fucking the Victorian era for some fucking godforsaken.
I could buy if they were hipsters,
I
but they're
forgot!
just
No, the
weird.
fucking production truck by the ring! Yeah, that makes sense. They're taking over. That's how they can fucking walk to the ring
Liam
and
just
take
turned
over
into
the
Don
world
West.
at the same time. Logic, Andy. Logic.
Are you done? Are you done now? Are you done?
Fucking. And they're taking over. Yeah, the vaudevillains are from the fucking past. It's the same thing. It's
No,
a gimmick. They're not actually taking over.
But that's what people thought. People thought the NWO is actually taking over the shows. No one's thinking, shit, Raw's gone back to the Victorian era. No, fucking stupid. It's fucking dumb. One looks like Kermit the Frog, and the other one looks like a fucking... That, like, I wouldn't mind if they were two wrestlers. I would, shut up! I wouldn't mind if they were two wrestlers.
That's why they did a thing with the New Day and a time machine. They know!
But they knew that the time machine was just a box. That's what Biggie was saying. It's just a refrigerator box. It's a fucking joke. The point is, they should be just two wrestlers that want to be Lou Fez for some reason. There you go, the end, done. Fucking, that's it.
Yeah,
Just
If they wore checkered shirts and were like,
brilliant! Fucking, he's such a twat. He makes me want to punch puppies. He's such a knob. For fuck's sake, it's a gimmick. They're not really from the Victorian era.
yeah, but why are they so retarded then?
I feel like this is copywritten and we should stop doing what we're doing. That'd be good.
Yeah, this is copywritten, Sam.
Stop!
Right.
It's not copyright, you morons. It's fine.
Fair use is a bit weird at the moment. They
Tranquilo! Calm down.
He's a twat. He's a twat.
I
Oh,
know
it makes
he's
sense.
a twat. I'm a campaigner for Andy is a twat. Let's just calm down.
The
We need to
twat
have a
party.
referendum on this. Is Andy a twat?
Yes.
Same time. Yes, I forgot. Fucking Hulk Hogan can somehow take over a broadcasting system whilst wrestling Jeff Jarrett at the same time.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, what the fuck you want about?
Rob!
Stop the pain. Stop the pain. We have one more match to talk about before we move on to the forced fun.
Have some fun, damn it.
This
There's
is
another
why I leave
pre-show
for like 10 months and come back and see if it's normal yet.
Yeah, you guys, the fuck, you did this. All of you did this. The Lucha Dragons versus the Dudley Boys. Why? No reason. It's just
What the
happened.
fuck happened to Devon's kids that were like gonna be wrestlers in TNA?
They showed up in TNA and then they
Yeah.
disappeared.
Aren't they like about
TNA.
ready to be in NXT or something by now?
Probably. Is Patrick not his kid? Is Apollo Crews not his son?
Is this where we name black people?
I think so.
Is Booker T not his
Brendan would know.
cousin?
Brendan would know.
Anywho,
Ghost Rider vs. the Punisher says, OMG, Valium for Liam, perhaps. Get it? Valium? Valium for Liam. Yeah, drug
drugs.
Yay.
Your drugs.
I'm not drugs.
Lucha Dragons is going to win because
Probably.
the Dudleys are jobbing to everybody at the moment.
Yeah? Even if the Dudleys won? I don't care.
What was the point in bringing back those damn Dudleys?
For this reason,
another tag team.
so they could lose.
Okay, at this point, can we just have Bully Ray? I feel like Bully Ray in WWE would be great.
Do
We've
you know
got-
who I am? Nope.
We've got Bully Ray. He's just in a tag team with his brother.
No, nobody wants that.
You just said you want Bully Ray. You've got Bully Ray.
No,
Bully-
not the
with
tag
his
team.
brother.
Nobody wants the tag team. They're just shit. Just
Everyone
I
wants
want
the
the tag
tag team, but WWE doesn't want the tag team.
All right, just
I
have
want
Bully.
the tag team.
I don't.
I want taquitos.
I want lobotomy.
Well, after watching this pay-per-view, or
Before.
Oh,
Whilst
okay.
I'm looking at the Suplah, I'm in constant need of lobotomy. Whilst talking to you, I'm in a constant need of a lobotomy.
I don't understand why.
Listen to what you just said.
No.
So, anyway,
Anyway, that's about it for Money in the Bank.
Money.
We have
Money
a collection of
in the
thoughts
Bank.
about it. Everybody, shout out your fantasy booking, no matter how crazy it is, and we'll fucking read it out and either make fun of you or agree with you. It's
I don't know how crazy, and you're like, we might make fun of you. Like, what?
no matter how crazy, odds are we'll probably either agree with you or make fun of you. That's how
I
it works.
want Bill Goldberg to return,
Mhm.
and
Jackknife Roman Reigns.
yeah,
You know how Brian Alvarez said that there's going to be a surprise in the Divas match?
Yeah.
Women's match. What if it's Goldberg?
It
he just
could
comes out.
be
Here's-
the
he could be the first transgender woman wrestler. It's like, hey, it's got to be equal.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about my
It's
bone
just-
structure and steroids. I am a woman now.
No, hang on. It's Goldberg, but in a blonde wig. And still walks like Goldberg, still acts like Goldberg.
Do you mean Goldust?
Wait, Goldust made Goldberg wear a wig once. That's something that happened.
It's basically, if we're talking about a female Goldberg, it's basically the same, except they're in a blonde wig, and they're called Girlberg.
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Girlberg.
God, that'd be
Goldberg.
amazing.
That's what Dana Brooke should be.
It just has like pink sparklers instead of normal ones.
Yeah.
Women like pink.
Goldberg.
Of our listeners and viewers' thoughts on Money in the Bank, of course. We still have the poll open. The show finishes in about 20 minutes, but the poll's still open. We're keeping an eye on it. 75% of you think Roman Reigns is going to win the WWE title, which surprises me. It was at 100%. It seems that it's now gone to 75%.
About one guy who really likes Rollins.
That one guy has voted Seth Rollins. So, Seth Rollins has a 25% chance according to the Suplah City residents. But AJ Styles is still 100% to win the match. There you go.
You got to think about it in the way that Cena has lost at every single SummerSlam since like 2014. So
Has he really?
SummerSlam.
2013.
Not SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
No, it makes sense. Think about it. He's lost at every SummerSlam for the past couple of years. So AJ's going to win here.
Oh, so it'd be AJ, Cena, AJ.
Probably.
I see what he means now.
Or even Cena, AJ. Any combination. They're going to be
Yeah.
feuding until SummerSlam.
Does anyone notice how old they both look?
No, Cena, I don't know what the fuck happened, but he looks so old now.
You know what I realized? Because we're all British and we don't have any of those filthy tea throwers here, I can actually talk about British things and you'll all understand me.
No,
who
yes,
John
I
Cena
get it.
You know who John Cena looks like?
Who does he
Mark
look like?
Parcel Pete.
Who?
Who?
I'm gonna get up an image now of Parcel Pete. There's a
I'm
courier
Googling-
service. There's a
Are
courier
we not
service.
British enough for this?
Yeah, I've
There's
never
a courier
heard
service
of
in this
Parcel
country,
Pete.
and it is about Parcel Pete, and they have a mascot that looks exactly like John Cena.
I'm Parcel
I
Pete, and I'm here to collect and deliver parcels. What the fuck is this? What the hell is this?
Look at Parcel Pete. He looks like John Cena.
Oh my
Show
god,
me.
he
Put it
does!
to the screen.
Oh my god, he does! No, seriously, look at this thing. Look at this thing.
That's
That is
John
Parcel
Cena
Pete.
holding a box.
Is that like a new thing?
That is Parcel Pete. That is
I
Parcel
think we've got a lawsuit on our hands.
It's actually John
See?
Cena.
Yes.
Parcel Pete. It's John Cena holding a box.
I remember I went to... Where did I go? I probably already told this fucking story. I went somewhere in Greece, like one of those islands, Zante or Kos or something.
I was at
Um,
Cos.
There was a gym, and like the banner of the gym was just random muscly people and Christopher Daniels. No reason.
It's like that one advert that someone posted from Turkey, which is Randy Orton holding a cooking pot, and it's an advertisement for kitchenware. They literally photoshopped. You know the No Mercy poster where he's holding the dove. They took that
Yeah.
and they put a cooking pot and a chef's hat on him, and he's advertising like grill services.
But he looks so menacing. He's just like, I love cooking so much.
I'm going to grill you.
I'm going to grill. You just said that. Fuck's sake.
Great, Andy. Fucking riveting.
I hear
That's still what I
voices.
say right after I say it.
They get the recipe to make waffles. They taste good. They taste good.
I hear voices in my head. They tell me to make a stew. Let's make some stew. Let's make stew. Ooh, let's
back
throw
to-
all of these things in. Who gives a shit? It's a stew.
So back to Parcel Pete.
What do we- Randy Orton's stews things.
Look.
I gotta stop drinking all of that.
Look at Parcel Pete, guys. Someone made this suit.
Oh Christ, Jesus, what is that?
That is Parcel Pete if he were real. Is that not just John Cena the cartoon in real life?
Okay, tweet at John Cena. Why are you delivering parcels and change your name to Pete? Somebody do it now.
Right. Pete Cena is in fact his brother and is delivering parcels in this country. Hey, let's play some games. We got a couple minutes left. Let's play some scenes from a hat. Everyone knows
Please
scenes from a
jog
hat.
my memory.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's-
There is a statement or a question that's read out, and you have to reply with something funny. Say, for example, the first scene from a hat is phone calls between Vince and wrestlers asked to return.
That wasn't a cow. I'm just... Yeah.
Phone calls between Vince McMahon and the wrestlers who have been asked to return.
You're old. Come back.
That's not funny. That's so unfunny that it actually is funny. Just because of how stupid and unfunny it is.
Why is his headset off? What is he doing?
Around in anger.
Right.
I'm not good at this.
It's okay, Hulk. You can face Titus O'Neil. We're burying him.
You're hired.
This is the time where we admit that you're not dead, Chris.
But he is dead.
We've had enough of these games. Stop messing about. It's time to go back to work.
We would like to announce the return of a two-time Hall of Famer, the only man aside from John Cena who's beaten DX, but this time in the main event of WrestleMania. He held the belt for over 400 days. He is Stevie Richards!
I'll show you. You'll see.
Here's another one. Other historic events that have happened in Appleton.
What?
What? Where's Appleton?
Clearly, nobody saw the Money in the Bank promo where Chris Jericho claimed to have won the Money in the Bank briefcase in the city of Appleton.
Oh,
Where the-
okay. Right, I've got it. Andy broke the streak
Nah,
in Appleton.
it's funny because it
You know.
didn't happen.
It's funny because, yeah.
Sasha Banks had a match on TV.
Oh, here we go. That's better. Roman Reigns lost the WWE title and then left WWE forever.
I thought you were going to say he was cheered. Would have been much better. But no, you just went with something so fucking stupid.
Again, you weren't funny, Andy.
Sandy Morton showed up in the Impact Zone.
Yeah, TNA was good for one day.
Pop TV played TNA and there were no fuck-ups.
Nah. Here's another prompt for y'all.
Hang on. Vince Russo apologized.
Nah. Here's
Next.
another prompt for y'all. Things more broken than Matt Hardy.
Me!
Oscar's English.
TNA itself.
Kurt Angle's neck.
Actually, it was fractured. It wasn't broken, but okay.
Oh, fuck off.
Roman Reigns.
Right.
What, Andy, about Roman Reigns?
His title reign.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's so revolutionary of a joke.
Andy's English.
Even worse than Oscar's, really. Got another comment from Antonio. Hashtag Andy is a twat.
Oh, I thought he was going to put hashtag Andy is the size queen.
He is, but he's also a twat.
I don't like this hashtag. Change it, please.
There you go, Antonio. He wants you to change the hashtag. Change it wisely. Here's another one. Here's another prompt for y'all. Rejected names for pay-per-views.
Victory showed.
Victory show.
That is the best
Wasn't
one
that
ever.
supposed to happen in our little...
Oh, it will. It will. One day.
It'll be the best day ever. I'll make
will
the
be.
arena and everything. Don't worry about
No. Oh, will you?
it. Yes, I will.
Why are you so enthusiastic about a pay-per-view named after a dick, Andy?
Because it's a stupid name and it's great, and I want to fucking ruin. I want to ruin Brawl with. It's just like Supernova, and fucking Gold Rush. Victory showed. It just sounds fucking
It's not
great.
much to ruin when you think about it. A horse is the champion. What is there to
We
ruin?
need that TNA voiceover guy to do the promos.
You mean
Just
Matt Hardy?
I meant the black guy, but Matt Hardy will do.
Matt Hardy is doing the TNA guy voice now.
Brother
in his promos.
Nero will not be at Victory showed.
With a ladder, and a chair, and a table. That's how he talks now.
Wow,
Anyway.
that's the thing.
War Games. Halloween Havoc. Summerfest.
Oh, he's just next to you. He's naming
Over the edge.
Black Lives Matter.
Wow, jeez, keep.
New Day versus the World on that card. Oh, here's a good prompt for y'all. Andy Kwan's fantasy booking.
I'm so glad you've added the word booking to that. There we go.
We'll do sexual fantasies next, but for
No.
now we're doing fantasy booking.
Roman Reigns should go away forever.
Yep, that's about right. Yep.
Loser leaves town match, and then loser gets euthanized match.
Oh my god, what the fuck now?
Roman Reigns would lose to the referee.
I'll pay to
Roman
see that.
Reigns gets pinned by Dana Brooke.
Sure, why not?
Roman Reigns gets pinned by.
Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. I talk about him too much because I love him.
I don't love him.
He's your boyfriend.
He's not.
He is. Did you not see the love heart?
I
With
did,
you
and
two
I
in
was
it.
very upset.
Do you have one of those like Roman Reigns brawling buddies just sitting on the side of your bed?
It's
No.
slightly stained.
No.
There's a hole in the back.
Slightly crusted.
Jesus.
Not suitable for children.
Anyway, next prompt.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Underwhelming returns for Money in the Bank.
Gilbert.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Not funny.
Yeah, they just build it up as Goldberg coming back. But
Yeah.
it's Goldberg.
Bray Wyatt.
Kane.
The Fish.
Fuck off. So sick of this shit.
Mike Adamley.
That would be good too.
God
He's the
damn,
new
why am I
Rocky M.
picking things?
Adam Rose.
You mean Aldo Rose?
I mean, Aldo by my mugshot.
Yeah.
CM Punk.
Cesaro's first name. Big E's last name.
Oksana.
Rusev's first name. See where I'm going with this. Liam is looking out his window at something.
I'm missing what this is. I completely missed it because you just fucked up.
Something was
Next
outside.
prompt.
Okay. Things you can say about TNA, but not your girlfriend.
You fucking suck.
No, actually,
One
I
exists,
can't say that.
And one doesn't.
It's my guilt.
You didn't work for 2 hours, and then you were delayed the whole night.
Nobody
that shit-
wants to. Hang on. Fuck it.
Brilliant, awesome.
Nobody wants to buy you.
Nobody wants
Try
to.
you.
You need.
I'm missing the right word.
Okay, I feel we're not funny enough for this.
Yeah,
No.
let's do a different
Story.
game. Fuck it.
Let's do improv story time. That tends to always.
Yes,
Oh,
let's do
funny.
that.
gee,
Let's
this is
do
my
that.
favorite game.
Let's do that.
Okay, shut up. I'll explain.
We may as well. I think it'll be funnier than this.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I have to do my best Carmine impression here. For those who don't know, this is a game where we try and tell a cohesive story one word at a time, and it always goes wrong.
Oh, not this game.
Yeah.
Well, you wanted
Always.
to change.
So the rotation will be.
Guys, this is like Raw. You can tune out and tune back in, and it's
Yeah,
the same.
everyone can just go away. It's fine. It's like any other TV program. So let's do me, Liam, Andy, and then Keelan.
Okay.
Okay, so WWE.
Hang on. Wait. No! Come on! Type! Okay. Hang on.
I'm writing it down, buddy.
WWE, did you say?
I did.
Okay.
Liam.
Who's next?
Liam.
Okay.
Liam. 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 Liam.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
WWE bought
Was that bought, fought, caught, sought?
bought as if they bought something.
As
Okay.
bought.
WWE ought.
Andy.
TNA.
Is that me?
Yes.
My
Oh.
this way, Keelan. We've all said something, you haven't.
Four.
Andy.
Four. For the
Is that
number,
Is
for
that
the
the Norse
word.
god or for? Okay.
4. What was that?
He said 4! Oh my god, I hate this game!
Right, the sentence reads, WWE bought TNA 4.
Okay.
100.
Waffles.
Pennies.
What's
Oh,
penny?
Andy.
They bought it for £10. I'm not going to say pounds, am I?
No,
Not your go, Andy!
hang on. No, I said waffles, and then Andy just said pennies. So
I
now
thought the rotation goes.
what?
Ah.
100 pennies.
I want to go home.
This show is like going to the fucking dentist and it being like 2 hours late.
Okay, I'll choose a different one. Next sentence.
No, you've picked it. We've got to move on.
Waffles pennies. What does that mean?
By the way, 100 pennies is a pound, not 10 pounds.
Why can't I get things right?
Can't do decimals, guys.
The
Right.
end. All right, the end of the story. Let's read the story out.
WWE
Okay.
bought TNA for 100 waffles pennies.
The end.
Is that like a German currency?
Yeah, the waffle penny.
Uh,
Same as the half penny. It's a waffle penny. Fucking hell.
Threepence.
You can tell why I hate this game.
Fucking
Jesus
love
Christ.
this game.
But really, that's the note we are apparently ending it on, because it is coming to the end of our time with Suplah in the bank.
One
one
more.
more. One more time.
We started the show late. It's not fully 2 hours. Let's do one more. Come on.
This is the post-show dark match.
Okay, but
Right.
before we do that, we got a comment from Bieber Has No Wiener, who asks me, who's more bipolar, Stephanie McMahon or Andy?
I knew that was going to happen. Why did I know that was going to happen?
I'm
don't
gonna
think
say
People
Andy.
know, I don't think people know what that word means.
Even so, Andy is still more whatever that word means than Stephanie. Because literally, the vaudevillains, right? When they showed up, Andy was like, "Oh, they make the frame rate shit, I hate them." And then when Brooklyn rolled around, he was like, "Now I think the vaudevillains are good." And now he's like,
I'm
"No,
sorry.
the vaudevillains are
Opinions
too
can change,
gimmicky."
you know. Fuck! Someone's opinion is allowed to change over
Shut up,
time.
Hillary Clinton.
3 times in 1 year about the same 2 people who have not themselves changed?
Sure.
Since the
Sit down.
1920s.
I am
Sit
sat down.
No,
I am
sit down.
Sat down.
No, sit down.
I am.
Stand up.
Sit down.
Okay, I'll stand up.
No, I said stand
Right.
up.
No, no, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Okay.
Are you
Right.
still standing up?
Okay. Right. So, last story is
Right.
going to be Andy, Keelan, Sam, me.
Okay. Let's go.
Once.
Upon
My
Dog.
Called.
a who?
died.
Sentence.
I feel like we're better than this, guys. We just
No, we're really
underachieving.
not. We're really not better than this, Keelan.
New sentence.
I said new sentence, and then I said, skipping me, Andy. Right,
Fucking
tragedy.
By the Bee Gees?
Just the word tragedy.
Tragedy by the Bee Gees is.
Hang on, where's Andy gone?
Hey,
What is-
I'm here. I was thinking of a word.
Andy.
Is
Cunts.
tragedy is cunts.
Sam.
New sentence. Liam.
Is this like one of those things where eventually we will write the best novel in the world, like those monkeys?
Yeah,
Exactly.
we are the monkeys in the room with typewriters.
Hello.
Or at least Andy's.
All I can see is Liam's face because I don't know why it shows Liam's face, but he's just sitting there confused. And I don't know why he's on my screen.
Just click him. Just click his face and it will move between whoever's talking.
Liam drove.
Okay.
To
Sweden.
Because
He
likes
Swedish.
women.
and
It's not you! It's not you! New sentence.
Oh,
Andrew
sucks.
chodes.
The end.
There we go.
Da-da-da-da-da.
What was that one, Sam?
The end was that word.
Can you read back our novels to see if we've got a bestseller?
Yeah, we Shakespeare here.
Right, these are our two stories that we've had. Okay.
Right.
WWE bought TNA for 100 waffles pennies. That's the first story.
Fucking great. We are literally monkeys in a room with typewriters.
We are literary
Two.
monkeys.
Story number two. Once upon my dog called Ahu died. Tragedy. Liam drove to Sweden because he likes Swedish women. Andrew sucks chodes. Are we actually going to make an actual thing?
I don't know. You tell me.
Who the fuck is watching?
People
you
with
watch-
nothing better to do. Our fans.
I want to know who these people are.
Are you going to go to their house and give them a stern lecture about why they shouldn't be doing this?
Why are you telling our fans to stop watching? What's wrong with you?
Guys, really, you're better than this. You're better than us. Go away.
I'm
Right,
just trying
Keelan.
to, and I'm just trying to understand.
No one understands, even me, and I understand everything.
Are we doing another story or leave it?
Oh, I want to die instead.
Okay, and on that note, I think we should probably end the show because Sam looks like he's going to die.
Mhm.
So, I have been Liam Dunn.
I have been Andy Kwan.
I have been me.
I have been me. I want to die.
And we see you all next time. Goodbye.
Da-da-da.